Pablo Godoy reporting live from Worldpride, the launch event in downtown Toronto for UFCW Pride News. And I'm joined today with
Chris Olwage, Mr. Gay World 2013.
Well, it's a privilege to have you with us today.
It's a privilege to be here.
Can you tell us a little bit about the event and what you're doing here today and why this event is particularly important to everybody really in Toronto and around the world?
Sure, well, World Pride is an important event that occurs every so often, 2 years, 3 years, whatever the case may be. And it's certainly there just to keep the awareness going about the human rights situation around the world for the LGBT plus community. So I'm here as Mr. Gay World supporting that endeavor because it is my job to help create this awareness. So some of us in the Western world where our privileges in being gay are celebrated, such as Canada and other places, we've become a bit complacent in my generation and sometimes younger, and we don't feel the need to often fight for the rights of others who are still living in situations where it is quite dire to be homosexual, even suspected of being gay. And so things like these are summits where people from around the world can come together and figure out how best they can approach this problem and how they can make a change in the world for the better of all. And so this is why it's important for me, and that's why this is a great event and kind of why I'm here personally, because I want to see, I want to know, I want to find out and see how I can help facilitate this change.
As a union, we often ask ourselves the same question. How do we motivate more people to become involved with labor issues, with human rights issues? What kind of advice would you give to anybody watching, specifically our members that would want to get more involved with any real issue, whether it be Pride, LGBTQ issues, or the broader workplace issues for them, or any real issue that really merits people getting together and fighting for rights, equity, equality for all? What would your advice be to them?
Well, my advice is look what's available to you. Figure out what it is what you're trying to say and see if there's anybody who has the same thing to say as you. Get together and go to places, start talking to people, find organizations, find groups, and in these places come up with ideas how you could make a stand. And one of the things that I encourage is that it doesn't matter how small you are, how small you think you are. Any person, from a mouse to a lion, can have a voice. And it's just how you choose to get it out there. And so, take the initiative, do something about it. So, my advice, do something. Don't just sit on your back and think, well, I'm not good enough, I don't know if I've got the right message. If you're passionate enough and you believe that this is the right way, say something. Be out there. Encourage others to join. Be active.